All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, all signs point to Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson no longer wanting to play for the franchise as he has cut off all communication with them. But new Texans general manager Nick Caserio has no plans, publicly at least, to trade the quarterback. Now, you look at this scenario right now with what's going on between Watson and the Texans, and it has all of the makings to get very nasty. And for the sake of Texans' new head coach, David Culley, the time is now for this franchise to trade Watson. The Texans simply need to trade Watson before the NFL draft in April so that they can find a way to get some players that will be able to impact their 2021 season. The Texans already don't have a first or second round pick for this upcoming draft. And honestly, they really have to face the fact that they are rebuilding because you don't have those key players that you can put in impact positions in the first two rounds now. If you're Houston, that could go out there and complement the talents of a player like Watson. You figure the Texans would have had the third overall pick in the draft, which is now property of the Miami Dolphins, and then the third overall pick of the second round, which is also property of the Miami Dolphins. And it's a situation when you're picking that early in the second round, more often than not, you're going to find a player who really should have been a first-round pick, but he fell to you early on in round number 2, and then you could have two impact players. The Texans don't have that leverage anymore. Caserio really needs to be active on the phone and trying to shop Watson, but you see the problem with Caserio and Cal McNair, the man that runs this franchise. They're letting their egos get in the way because all you hear about is, you know what, Deshaun Watson's on this team. And I could see where this is going, where the Texans do not trade Watson. Watson holds out, and then you have a bigger issue. And it's really only going to set the Texans back from where they really need to be. I think right now the best thing is to cut bait with Watson. He obviously doesn't want to be there. And you need to accept the fact that you're rebuilding. Trade Watson. Get multiple picks, which, you know, he has the ability to command on the trade market for what he can do. And you know what? Start over. You know, give your new head coach an opportunity to start fresh. He can go out there, find the next potential franchise quarterback, whether it be in the draft, free agency, or a trade, we don't know, and look to get the pieces together because you look at what the Texans did. J.J. Watt is an aging defensive end. He wants out of Houston. We saw this team trade wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins for peanuts. We saw them trade offensive tackle Dwayne Brown. And, you know, the talent is no longer there in the sense that it was just a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, the Texans looked like they were a player or two away from being a Super Bowl contender, and now they have taken several steps backwards. And now you have to start over because even for the sake of argument, if you keep Watson, what value is it for him to stay there when he does not have the talent around him? I see this going into the summer possibly, or even the regular season for 2021. But if I'm running the Texans right now, I'm on the phone. I'm looking to see what I can get for the services of Deshaun Watson. And honestly, I want to get it done sooner rather than later. Get the picks, start over fresh. You know, cut your losses, admit that you were wrong, and just call it a day. However, just like I've said before, egos have ruined the Houston Texans. Those same egos are going to continue to ruin the Houston Texans because they have an opportunity in front of them to come out of this bad situation smelling like a rose. But instead, they're going to take the other way, and their egos are going to allow them to continue to hinder this franchise, which, you know, just not that long ago, they had the look of, you know, a team that was on the rise, and very quickly they are now on the decline. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. I want to take this time out there to thank all of the subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 pounds of sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.